Virtual summits are the most powerful online marketing tool available to grow your list, launch your platform, make more money, and create an impact in the world, even if you're just getting started. If you are ready to take your summit to the next level, then tune into the Virtual Summit Podcast with Dr. Mark T. Wade.
Hi, I'm Dr. Mark T. Wade, founder of Virtual Summit Software and creator of the One Day Summit Formula. And I'm on a mission to help you, the summit host, get your summit out to the world in a powerful and impactful way. So let's get started. More than 100,000 leads generated and over $1 million accumulated by our Summit Tribe. Today is all about how awesome you are, and I'm excited to celebrate you. Hey there, Dr. Mark T. Wade here, founder of Virtual Summit Software and your host here on the Virtual Summit Podcast. Before we jump into your awesomeness, I want to just remind you that we have some pretty awesome resources over at virtualsummits.com. If you go to the resource area, we've got all kinds of amazing goodies, from articles to blogs to programs to courses, anything you need to get started on your virtual summit journey. And don't forget to come hang out with us and Viral Summits community over on Facebook. Today is our 150th episode. Woo-hoo, we did it. 150 episodes and still going strong. So I wanted to jump in and do a special episode just to celebrate. This won't be super long and I'll keep it light. I actually wanted to make this episode all about you, our amazing community of summit hosts. I'm so proud of you, the things you've accomplished, the impact you're making in the world. In the past 12 months alone, we've seen some incredible successes, things that literally make me so proud to see come to light. Just like many of you, these incredible people happened to cross the Virtual Summit Podcast and then in one way or another went through one of our trainings and then ultimately created a masterpiece of a virtual summit. Now, I know many of you right now listening have concerns or even doubts on what you may or may not be able to accomplish. Will a virtual summit work for you or not? Is it a good time or not? Can you do it on your own or not? So I thought, what better way to celebrate this special moment than highlighting some amazing summit hosts who, just like you, started here listening to the podcast and then ultimately created an incredible virtual summit. To clarify, the success is different for each of them. Some of them had 1,000 leads, others had 15,000. Some made $7,000, others made $50,000. Some generated $2,000 from sponsorships, others generated $18,000. Some were able to leave their jobs, others were able to go completely virtual, and some even created a completely new type of business for themselves. Some ran one-day summits, others ran multi-day summits, a few ran summit series. Success is different for everyone. The single connecting factor is that they were able to host a successful virtual summit after getting the guidance they needed. So let's take a look back at a few of these great stories.
Virtual Summits software makes hosting a summit easier than ever. The only software in the world designed specifically for hosting a summit lets you set up a summit in a matter of hours with no tech skill or team needed. You can try out the Virtual Summits software free at virtualsummits.com. But hurry, this is a limited offer.
One of my favorite and great to start out with is Jim Ross, who owned a set of self-storage units. After listening to the podcast and going through one of our programs, he was able to host the first ever self-storage virtual summit. He took a brick and mortar industry and provided a virtual summit around it. Before the summit had even ended, he had people literally reaching out to him asking him when he was going to host the next one, as they were wanting to speak on it. After the summit was over, he was immediately an industry celebrity, creating influence amongst his peers. But his success didn't stop there. He kept going with a one-day summit a few months later that was able to generate around $18,000 in sponsorships. And that was just the tip of the iceberg. Jim's generated tens of thousands of dollars on sponsorships alone. Then there's Brad Gorski. Brad's a doctor of chiropractic who was trying to create a stream of virtual revenue. He didn't have any online programs yet, just his practice, and was really just getting started. So his first step was to go through our one-day summit formula, where he got all the insights, steps, templates, and information he needed to host his summit. His success surprised all of us. I mean, he literally had never done anything online up to this point. And then using the virtual summit software, Brad was able to generate just under 10,000 new leads and over $20,000. He went from no virtual revenue to now has a list of 10,000 people and has generated over 6 figures in his business. Again, a completely separate stream of income was created. Dan Russell runs a marketing agency called Vivid Labs and decided he wanted to help one of his clients by running a one-day summit after hearing about it on the podcast. Then going through our online training program, he put together a poker summit called the Chip Leader Summit, referring to the attendees as bracelet hunters, which is a common term in Texas Hold'em, and I thought it was absolutely awesome. He was able to provide his client, who was a professional poker player, yet had almost a non-existent list, this incredible one-day summit. At the end, they had generated over 2,000 leads and made over $32,000 just from the one-day summit. As a poker player myself, I love the concept, and Dan's client was very happy with him as well. Now, some of the true Summit rock stars have been through one of our personal programs, like our Summit Accelerator program, which is a group coaching program for successful Summit hosts. Brandy Kinnear was one of our very first members. She came in to run Summit of her own. She ended up doing a 3-day multi-day summit called the Marketing Growth Success Summit for Women Health Practitioners. She was able to generate a list of just over 2,000 healthcare professionals and great revenue. But before her summit had even launched, she had been asked to be a speaker at 2 in-person conferences and a mastermind. She had literally become an influencer in this industry. Brandy went on to create her own marketing agency specializing in helping chiropractors run one-day summits to their local communities. Now, from the accelerator, she created a successful summit and generated a whole new business, which has been crushing it. Mia Moran, she went through the program and was originally going to create a multi-day summit. However, she was pressed for time and needed to generate some revenue ASAP. So she ran a holiday special one-day summit called the Extraordinary Life After 40 Summit. Although tight on time and honestly a little skeptical of how it would turn out, Mia was able to create one of the most successful ventures she's ever done. She actually left us a great video saying it was the single best day she's ever had in business. Now, it just gives me chills thinking about it. I love our Summit Accelerator members. I get to personally work with them each month, watching them create these summits that are impacting thousands of people.
Be sure to check out the speaker management tool inside your virtual summit software, which lets you quickly and easily recruit and manage your speakers on your virtual summit, literally eliminating hundreds of hours of work. Get more information at virtualsummits.com.
So special shout out to Mosh Amzel, Pancham Gupta, Steve Stein, and all the other members there. They have each had some incredible summits in the works, and I'm excited to see them happen. It's one of the things I love most about the Accelerator Group is most of our members stay with us for months ongoing as they start to build out their first, second, and then even third summit, watching their businesses boom because of it. Next spotlight is on a few of our Summit Genesis workshop attendees. This is a 3-day virtual intensive where we go from none to done with their virtual summit. They come in with an idea and they leave with their summit built, sponsor decks created, offers strategized, email copy together, and everything else in between. We have some incredible summits that are about to go live from this last workshop we just hosted. Amy Carlson has the Toxin Terminator multi-day summit created. Raquel Yoruk has the Stress, Sex, and Autoimmune Summit created. Mandy Barbie's about to launch her summit, Reignite the Spark Summit. Go, Mandy. And 15-year-old, yes, 15-year-old Carson Wade, who went through the Summit Genesis workshop, has already brought on 7 speakers and is about to launch his Future of Robotics one-day summit. Never too young, never too old to run a virtual summit. Go, Carson, you got this. The last few examples and spotlights I want to reflect are on some of our viral summit concierge hosts. This is our done for you summit services. Where we build it and you reap the rewards. We create summits that matter. And in this service, it all starts with an incredible summit host who have a message that the world needs to hear. Then we create binge-worthy summits through our edutainment style formula. No boring interview-based summits. We want special live sessions. We want to add in a summit story arc. We create engagement throughout to create an epic summit experience. A few summits I'm very excited for are the Third Act Summit with Joseph Umidi, where we will be helping senior citizens rediscover their purpose in their third act of life. Our Integrating the Gap Summit with Suki Mundenwa on the journey of the creative, helping young artists in Kenya discover how to successfully incorporate businesses structured into their passion as artists. And the Eco-Friendly Ski Expo Virtual Summit, which is taking on the traditional in-person ski expos by providing it in a virtual format with host Anya Boberg. We just wrapped up the ticketing summit for Eric Rosenberg, who decided to run a charitable summit for his industry in the ticketing software niche. This is professionals who handle the ticketing services for major events, concerts, sporting events, such as like Taylor Swift concerts, the Kansas City Chiefs football games. With about 7,000 professionals in the entire industry, we were able to get right around 2,000 of them on this summit. We also generated just under $7,000 in donations to go to a special COVID relief fund for ticketing professionals. And that in the middle of what everybody was looking at as an economic disaster or crisis. We were still able to pull this amazing event off. Eric has been seen as a major influencer now in this niche and has created incredible relationships with some of the other top movers and shakers in their industry.
With the Ever Summit feature inside the Virtual Summit software, you can rerun your summit as if it were live, ongoing forever with one click of a button. This now lets you continue to use your summit forever, bringing in qualified and engaged leads every month into your business. Get more information at virtualsummit.com.
It was a very niche summit, which helps to bring in a very qualified and engaged summit. It was an incredible success. Now, these are just a few of the amazing entrepreneurs and thought leaders that we've been able to serve in the past year. We've had over 2,000 summits hosted on the Virtual Summit software. We've had more than 250 people go through our one-day summit formula online training program with more than 300 summits run. Our Summit Accelerator has been capped at 15 persons for the past 6 months with only a few opportunities a year to join in. Our Summit Genesis workshop has quickly become one of our most requested resources for summit hosts who want to get a successful summit out as quickly as possible. It's like doing 90 days of work in 3. And our Viral Summit Concierge has over 20 done-for-you summits on the books. There's easily been over 100,000 leads generated and well over $1 million accumulated through the summit hosts who've gone through our programs. So many of these amazing accolades can all be stemmed back right here to the Virtual Summit podcast. More than 90% of the people we help start off by listening to this podcast just as you are right now. They start off in the exact same place as you, with a vision and a message to get out to the world. Virtual summits are the most powerful way to get that to the next level of success. Whether you are looking to run a multi-day summit, a one-day summit, or a summit series, or anything in between, you're in the right place. And I am so very proud of all of you. I regularly see you posting inside the Viral Summits Facebook group, asking each other for assistance or celebrating your summit that just went live. I hear about the messages you send to our team and the thanks you give to the software and the programs. It truly does warm my heart to be able to work with so many incredible people that are making an impact in the world. It's honestly what gets me out of bed in the morning. Excited to jump on one of our live streaming weekly trainings to talk back and forth with my Summit tribe, hearing about how you've shifted from perfect to proud, getting the first summit out there, not letting fear hold you back, and watching the magic happen as you host your first, then second, then third summit. I want you to know we're in your corner. We're rooting for you. We know you have a message that matters, and we want you to succeed. If I can help you in any way be more successful, please do not hesitate to reach out and let us know. If you are interested in getting some of the results like those mentioned in today's episode, if you want help getting your summit out there, whether it is with our at-home study program, our accelerator coaching group, or if you just need it done quickly with the Summit Genesis workshop, that may be a good fit. Or maybe you just want us to do the whole thing top to bottom through our Viral Summits concierge service. Just reach out to info@virtualsummits.com and ask for some more information. We'll be more than happy to help you get it. Just remember, you have a message that you need to get out to the world. Don't let anything or anyone hold you back from making that happen. Thanks for hanging out with me today, and I'll see you on the next episode.
Thanks for listening. Now don't forget to subscribe and leave a 5-star review on the Virtual Summit podcast. Head over to the show notes to check out all the links and resources from this episode, and be sure to grab your free trial of the Virtual Summit software.
Now, I want to end this episode by saying to all the Summit hosts listening right now, I believe in you, and you can do this. Summits are by far one of the most powerful ways to quickly grow your list, launch your platform, make more money, and most importantly, make an impact in the world, even if you're just getting started. So don't get caught up in analysis paralysis, because the world needs to hear your message, and there are people who are waiting for you to help them. So just get started, because imperfect action is always better than no action. Thank you, and see you on the next episode.